I'm now presenting to you Tobias Huber.
It's an honor to be here in South Africa, the Rainbow Country. Music for Peace Tour initiative is all about bringing different cultures from the world together. We made a lot of different events with the Gandhi Tour before. Like we had the 100 years of non-violence with Dr. Arun Gandhi, who is one of the peace ambassadors to the Music for Peace Tour and the Gandhi Tour. We have also Baroness Kimberly Moore, who is one of the peace ambassadors. We have also founder of Woodstock, Art Konfeld, is one of the peace ambassadors, as well as many different philanthropic organizations like Bassou. So music is the universal language to bring different cultures together. We hope to support and empower the youth and have a dialogue. The Music for Peace Tour goal is going to bring clean water to the rural villages in Africa, in India, and around the world. This is the goal of the Music for Peace Tour, to bring clean water through music and culture to come together from around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you the Baroness Kimberly Moore.
It's a great pleasure to be here today. I live in Los Angeles. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a company called Echelon and foundation, which we just started, called the Echelon Foundation, which is comprised of influential leaders from around the world that really want to make a difference. And the president of Guine Bassaou appointed me a few months ago for an ambassadorship position to the United States. So I'm working directly with the President and First Lady, Mariama Sanha, and targeting some of their critical issues right now in the country, which is women and children, and or you can say maternal health. We'll address a lot of the problems that not just Guine Bassaou, but that Africa is also facing. Through the TV show and Music for Peace, we'll also be involved in it. We'll be able to use corporations and that are looking to be more socially responsible to help us sponsor one village at a time. So not only building maternal clinics and hospitals and getting supplies, but also building clean water systems into each village and building orphanages and creating more sustainable programs for each village. I think that this is very important. So I'm definitely honored to be here and to be part of Music for Peace as a peace ambassador. I'm really proud, and also proud to know people like Tobias, who really puts his heart into everything that he does, and he's just been a really wonderful person and wonderful friend, and everyone involved here in Music for Peace is just really wonderful. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity also to be heard, and thank you.
I present to you Pras, ladies and gentlemen.
Music for Peace first came to me with this opportunity. First I was reluctant to get involved with it, but then I decided this would be a great cause, because although Music for Peace is not going to cure cancer or stop the wage of war, but I think the most important thing about Music for Peace is to bridge the gap of the generations, to racially, from class-wise, gender. And so it's about taking the youth from America, letting them know, the youth in South Africa, for example. I think my mission of being here is not so much to come and perform. I can stay back in New York City and perform and go all over the place. My mission here is to kind of there's a new revolution going on. This revolution, unlike the past revolution, is not so much where people have to die. It's a revolution through social networking. It's a revolution through artists like me to inspire other artists to want to come to Africa. All these things are the things that's going to inspire these generations of kids to understand there's a future tomorrow. but now they have hope. And that's what I bring here. When I started, I was born in America, coming from Haitian descent. People know, I'm sure you heard of what happened in Haiti. It's very devastating. I felt like after what happened, this is my lifetime mission. Whatever I can do to inspire the youth, let them know that get education, we need sustainability economically, we need to bring jobs, we need to bridge the gap, we need to interact with one another, to share ideas, to share different wealth, to share music. Music is what got me here, being inspired to make a better life. And I'm fortunate enough to have accomplished a level of success that most people never even dream of. So it's only right for me to come here and try to share that success and try to bring my knowledge to this forefront right here. I want to thank everyone on this panel. I want to thank Tobias for bringing me here.
Music ambassador, Grammy Award-winning producer, engineer, worked with Lauren Hill, in your house. I just think what is written here is just a drop of whom you have interacted with. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Gordon Williams.
When I was asked to be part of Music for Peace, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to tie together some of the things we were working with back at home. I started a nonprofit organization called the Music Embassy, which is it's basically like a youth empowerment program where we were teaching music and music production, but really for the goals of bringing youth together and dealing more with social issues. And I've been working a little bit with the UN on it, and it also incorporates addressing some of the Millennium Development Goals. So when I met Tobias and found out more about Music for Peace, I thought it was a great synergy, and they asked me to come on board to executive produce the music events, and bring some of the people that I've worked with, some of my friends, like my man right here, to come in and people who are passionate about it to come in and be involved in it. And as Tobias said, music is a universal language. I mean, from a child getting involved in music, it's taken me all over the world. And I must say that I don't think, I have to say music saved my life. So I know that it can save other lives. And I think that's what this is really about.
Jeff Twin.
I started out as a traditional activist. I thought I needed to be in the halls of the United Nations, writing treaties and depositing them in banks in Geneva. But having done that for years, I realized the power of change really comes from the youth. And when you add to that music and sort of inspired music, it really creates a powerful momentum of change. So I sort of redirected myself at some point and started working very closely with different music entities, in addition to continuing my involvement with traditional nonprofit humanitarian organizations. And I've seen incredible progress. I worked on one of the largest, I think it is the largest music tour in the country on one of their greening initiatives. We had a problem because these tours and different events like this create a huge amount of waste. And it's very costly to address these waste issues. So we sort of thought about it and we said, well, why can't the kids help us and become social and environmental stewards? Instead of thinking about this as dirty garbage, we'll think about it as a contest. And we were able to actually pull back about 99% of the recyclables from the largest music tour in the world, which goes to about 37 cities in North America, just by letting the kids who got the most recyclables meet their idol and show really substantially how powerful this generation is and how much they really do want to preserve the environment. So my role here with the Music for Peace Tour is to really leverage my experience within the music industry and also my ties to the international humanitarian and sustainability world to make sure we're really effectively connecting to the local nonprofits as well as leveraging the international community. It's more about what you as an individual are contributing to the environment, how you can make change. In the synergy between the peace movement and the environmental movement and bringing it back to the individual, we launched that as part of the 40th anniversary of Earth Day in Times Square, New York City. It was very successful. Ban Ki-moon, the Undersecretary General of the United Nations came, Miss America, the cast of Hair, Bob Marley's band, The Wailers. So there's a lot of different individuals and gatherings all over the world that are coming together. So I want to ensure that we leverage all of that critical mass and really achieve the most we can for the Music for Peace Tour.